Okay. Just making sure that we are live. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for clicking on this. I'm going to give you a powerful homework assignment that actually I normally give to certain people who I talk to, and I think it can help. I've gotten a lot of great feedback on this homework assignment, this specific homework assignment. So that's why I want to share it with you because it's been powerful in helping people get unstuck. I talk a lot about how non native English speakers kind of feel stuck. You have a lot of English, you've studied English a lot, you have it in your head, you could write down vocabulary lists, but there's some block here stopping it from your mouth, or there's some block stopping your momentum. That's what we're building today with this exercise. It's starting the momentum, starting the push so you can build momentum, right? I want you, and you want to build momentum so that you can continually improve, continually feel better, and finally be in control of your English and feel in control of your English. That's what we're going to be talking about. Spoiler alert, imagine how you feel as this person. So the feeling is the important ingredient. I don't know if any of you have seen my master class, The 3 Laws of Mastering a Language, right? But essentially, our English classes only cover maybe 1 or 2 elements, right? Only 1 or 2 of these key ingredients for learning a language. Your English classes, if you're a teacher, if you're a student, you've probably only dealt with 1 or 2 of these. And they're basically centered around know, feel, and do. Most English classes, like I said, they focus on know. What grammar do you know? Give exams on vocabulary, give exams on phrasal verbs, exam strategy, writing. They want to, most classes are centered around getting you more information. Most of you don't need this if you're watching this. And then they might give some ways for you to practice, talk with a partner, but it's not real to your life situation. And that causes people to feel stuck. And so, but what most classes, most teachers, most curriculum miss is this, the feeling that you can do this, the feeling that makes language, that takes it from a book to your real life, right? It takes it from a book, something that you study, to in your real life, adapts to you. How do you use it? What do you need? How do you feel? And that's what we're going to talk about with this. So essentially, I call this exercise, and some of you have probably already done this, and thank you. I call it the 369 vision. Okay? The 369 vision. And I want you to do this. I don't want this to be just an academic exercise. I want you to actually do this. I'm sharing this with you because I want you to do it. I don't want you to just watch it and then move on to the next video, right? I want you to get a notebook out, get a pen, open it up, and I want you to actually write these down. And then when you write them down, I want you to take a photo of your notebook and send it to me. That will be powerful. You'll be surprised. So the 369 vision. I want you to sit down and relax. This is an important part, right? Sit down and relax. Close your eyes and think about what you want to be able to do with your English, or either with your English or as a result of your English. With your English or as a result of improved English. Okay? I want you to think about what you can do, what you want to be able to do in 30 days, what you want to be able to do in 60 days, and what you want to be able to do in 90 days. And I'm going to give you some criteria with this too, right? But essentially, what you're going to include is, what do you talk about? Who do you talk to or with, depending on if you're in conversation or talking to an audience or a prospect or a client or a supplier? And most importantly, how do you feel? Okay, so this is your 369 assignment. This is what I want you to do. And I don't want it to be one sentence. This will not be powerful if you do the minimum. Okay, does that make sense? This will not be powerful if you do the minimum. So in 30 days, I want to learn 10 new vocabulary words. In 60 days, I want to master tenses. And 90 days, I want to be able to talk with somebody. I want to go deeper than that, right? Because we're talking about feeling, we're talking about becoming a new person. Here's the thing, and this is true, that English, I believe English is different than any other language in the world in terms of its expectations, its opportunities, and its pressure that you put on yourself, right? And external pressure, right? So English is different. We don't have it. Most people, when they're studying Spanish or when they're studying Chinese or when they're studying Korean or when they're studying Portuguese or Italian, it's mostly fun. It's mostly something cool. English is different, especially if you're using it to make money, right? And the place people get stuck a lot of the time is they do the same thing again and again and again, thinking they're going to make a breakthrough, but really they're just, what we call in English, spinning their wheels. Why? Because they don't have an objective. They don't know. They think, many people think, and you, if I ask you, what do you want to be able to do in English? Your first response is probably, I want to be fluent. I've mentioned before in some of my video lessons that the problem with saying I want to be fluent is that nobody knows what that means, right? And I give the analogy. It's like saying, driving in a car. Where are you going? I'm going far. Okay, what does that mean? How do you know when you've arrived far? So that's the thing. So the first thing is know where you're going. And that is exactly what this exercise is designed to do. Know exactly where you're going. Know exactly what you want to be able to do. So looking at it in more of a practical context, in giving examples, in 30 days, I want to be able to talk with clients on the phone. In 30 days, I want to be able to have a conversation with somebody without feeling nervous, or not even want to, by the way. By the way, I don't want you to write, I want to. I want you to do this. I am able to. Okay, we want this in the present tense. I am able to. In 30 days, I am able to. And then include emotion. How do you feel? I am so happy because in 30 days, I am able to talk with somebody without feeling nervous. I am able to give a speech in front of a team and participate in my team meeting. And it feels great. And it feels empowering. Right? So this is what I want you to include. Include the emotion, because this is where the secret lies. This is what nobody talks about in English education, and it's fundamental. Right? How do you feel? How do you feel as that person? Because it doesn't matter what you can do, and you are probably evidence of that, because most of the non-native English speakers that I talk to, their level can be here, but they feel like they're here. Have you found that? I'm always making mistakes. I can't talk. I get confused. I always make mistakes. People judge me. Well, let's bring that up first. Because if you don't address this, this will not make a difference. How much more you learn will not make a difference. You need to raise this up. And then once that happens, then you develop a system. We've developed a system. This is what the Eagle method is. Raises your self-image, your English self-image, and then develops a system to get to your goals and raise them both up together. Raise your potential, raise your ability, raise your fluency, raise your confidence, right? But it starts with you. And that's where most English classes, that's where most English study falls short, is they focus on the language, and then you kind of are left to apply it in your life. No, let's start with you. Let's start with what you want. Let's start with where you're going. And once you know that, once you know your destination, then, and you have a system, then it just becomes, it's easy to improve. I've noticed that in my clients, they improve within the first week or two, and then the real work begins. Once that first breakthrough happens, that's where the real work begins. But the breakthrough happens from doing exercises like this. So do this exercise, take a photo, and then show me. Send it to me in Messenger, or the DMs or email or whatever, and let me know how I can help you get there. Okay, that's all. I didn't want to make this super long. I just wanted to get in, get out. We're at 15 minutes, so thank you for watching, and let me know if you need anything.